Previously on Onboard Lifestyle. Basic drops the hook in Bahia Santa Maria and the crew enjoys a slower pace to complete a few much-needed chores. Teal talks a bit about how we make our water.
To make water, I pull it out. You have your high-pressure pump, your membranes, you connect a couple hoses.
With the warming weather and water, we could not resist having a family beach day.
Hi, buddy.
The local fishermen provided us with fresh lobster for another delicious meal on board. We have a beautiful sail and anchor at Punta Belcher in Bahia Magdalena. Emma Beach Combs.
Is it alive?
No.
Then we sail north in Magdalena to Manafort Cove, where we pick up in this week's episode.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder.
The fishing village of Puerto Magdalena lines the curving west shore of Manafort Cove. The town consists of about 50 buildings on dirt roads, with only meager provisions that must be shipped in. There are about a handful of vehicles here on the island that are precariously ferried from San Carlos, one at a time on homemade barges that look like they could flip at any time. The cove is lined with rocky shores that transition to beautiful sandy beaches to the north. It's a short trip by dinghy where we landed to explore the mangrove-covered estuary.
I feel like a queen. You guys are pulling me to shore.
You are the queen.
Yeah, right. I had a little scare. I felt something move underneath me.
And I just look over and you're like,
It was a stingray, a little baby stingray. But I couldn't see it because of the sand, so I squealed a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm such a chicken when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm trying, but I think it's more of just the thought of the fact that it can sting me. Hasn't ever actually happened, but anyways.
He looks pretty mean. Whoa!
Oh, he wants to fight you.
wait, what's the He's like, come at me.
See what happens.
Come at me, see what happens. Oh yeah, you're so tough.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive, and the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong?
It was nice to spend Thanksgiving here. We invited a few fellow cruisers over for good food and good company. Even though the pantry on Basic was a bit low, my mom put together a menu like it was from a fancy 5-star restaurant. We had roasted Hasselback potatoes with baby carrots, classic stuffing with Anaheim chilies, cream corn souffle, salt and pepper shrimp, and a rosemary garlic leg of lamb.
So they can see how much we're roughing it out at sea.
Yeah, really, yeah.
We're starving out here.
So I hope everybody enjoys. We're gonna work with what we have. Let's feast.
Everyone had a great time telling stories about what they were personally thankful for. We shared this great time with old friends and made a few new ones as well. The next day went by so fast. We went snorkeling with another cruising family boat. I had fun hanging out with Owen and Liam. We got some fresh clams from a local fisherman. Some people may wonder why we don't just go out and dig up our own clams or get our own lobster ourselves. Well, there's a very good reason for that. A Mexican fishing license only allows finfish. It does not allow to capture any mollusks or crustaceans, and their capture by anyone is strictly prohibited. And we left Manafort Cove to stage basic for the final leg of the Baja Peninsula.
It's our last night in Magdalena Bay, so we moved over to Punta Belcher so then we can head out first thing in the morning at daybreak so we can see any lobster pots, fish pots, whatever. It's just nice to just be at the entrance, and this is Emma's favorite beach because it actually has sand and she's on the hunt for sea glass.
Yeah, it's great.
She has quite the collection already. I told her that there's going to be many more beaches for her to explore.
Come on, let's go. Come here.
Good boy! Who's a good boy? For overnight passages, I like to keep things really simple the night before. So tonight we're gonna have those clams, which were amazing last night, by the way, and just a nice crusty bread. Something really simple, easy, not much of a cleanup. So I've been heating up the oven to as hot as I can and making my no-knead bread, which everybody loves. Ooh, that's hot. While the bread is baking, I'm going to prep the clams. These have been soaking overnight, and so we got most of the sand out, but it has these, I don't know, it's like a little algae or something.
It's a little beard.
There. Anyways, I'm just scrubbing them off, and they are so tasty. They're like the perfect bite size. Oh, like manila clams. Clams are nicely scrubbed. Time to get the aromatics and check on the bread.
Okay.
The best part of this meal is that we were able to make fresh bread.
Oh, I know.
I mean, how cool is that?
It's been a couple weeks, hasn't it?
It's been 3 weeks since we've been off grid, and really I haven't been able to reprovision or anything, so I think that we're doing pretty good.
And don't forget about these amazing clams from the local fishermen.
I think the best part about it is eating it.
Yes.
Let's
So
dig in.
let's dig in.
You're a lonely sailor, and your soul is made of wind and rain, doubts and blame. I'm a weary pirate, and my heart is made of dust and grain, and spoiled champagne. I've got troubles, I've got sins, I'm my worst enemy, but I've still got a lot to give. So I said, hey, don't you wanna come?
Well, Lynn took the first shift. She's now resting. It's the moon just set. It's pretty dark out here. And we're clipping along at 6.5 knots, touching the 7s occasionally. Sea state's still pretty flat, a bit lumpy, but totally acceptable. Okay, we haven't reefed anything in. Just enjoying the 6+ knots. And we'll ride this for a bit longer. If the winds pick up, we'll probably reef the main a bit. But for now, everything feels pretty comfortable. We're way over halfway now. Only 77 miles to go. We're clipping along with an average of, I think we've averaged close to high 5s for the entire trip. The average is going up now. So we're making good time. Well, where were we yesterday morning? Oh, Baja Magdalena. We left there, got a nice and early start, and we've been underway now for 24.5 hours. We had a 162-mile leg. We only have 36 miles to go. It was a pretty good night.
It's gonna tease us all day. Not all day, but it's gonna tease us because I can see the land right here. But the wind started to die.
We're anxious to get there. We're staring at Cabo right around the corner here. This is the end of the Baja Peninsula, so it's
been a good run.
It has been good. And look at that. We're warm. It's morning.
I mean, I have a sweatshirt on, but it's not necessary.
It's mostly just for the wind. But yeah, it was a nice, comfortable night all night long.
No dew. This is my kind of sailing.
No
No dew.
Hot coffee.
Strong hot coffee. Because we didn't sleep much last night.
Nah.
I didn't sleep much last night.
I think I dozed off once or twice.
It's okay.
It's okay. Cabo's calling.
Yeah.
No sleep for the weary. Got the pole in. I am determined to catch a Dorado on the way in. That's my goal. Or a Wahoo.
And I'm determined to eat a Dorado.
I'm doing my best. We'll see how that works out. Anyways, we're just I don't know.
We slowed down we're going into the mid 5, 6.
Yeah, we should be there in about 5-6 hours, maybe 7 at the most.
36 more miles to go.
Oof. Feels good though. This was a big leg.
To your right, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But
well, here we are, Cabo San Lucas, the very southernmost point of the Baja Peninsula. Quite an accomplishment. It feels good. 840 miles from San Diego, and you know, we didn't set any speed records coming down, but we saw a lot of this peninsula and that was our goal. We loved it, absolutely had a blast. Caught a lot of good fish, except for this last leg. I got skunked. I don't know why. This is supposed to be the best fishing ground of all, and it's the only time I didn't catch a fish. Oh well. Look at this. Cabo has welcomed us with just a beautiful, beautiful sunset. We're tucked in here in Baja San Lucas, and it's starting to calm down. You know, we've got all the commotion with, there's a cruise ship here, another cruise ship here. But it's time to wind down after a long couple of days. This last leg was, after I added it up, it was 165.1 nautical miles, and we averaged about 5.23 knots. So it wasn't a speed run, but it was a good one. We're proud of making it all the way down here, and now it's turning and going north now. So it looks like our first weather break will be in about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. When things go calm, everything's been blowing north to south, and we don't want that when we start going north. So we'll wait for a little bit of a break before we start going into it. Lynn's in here cooking dinner. I can smell it already. It smells delicious. So we're gonna wind down and just relax a bit. God, feels good.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. If you liked our video, don't forget to give us a like and help grow our channel by subscribing to it. These videos are made possible by the support of our amazing patrons. Join our crew if you can. We are finally in the southernmost tip of the Baja Peninsula, and it feels so good to be here. Come back next week as we explore Cabo San Lucas and decide where to next on our journey. See you then!